Hello everyone and welcome to this video, the purpose of which is to show you how to get from Ryokuchikoen station to the start of the Hattori Ryokuchi parkrun, which happens every Saturday morning at 8 AM. My name's Tom Dillon. I'm at the time of recording one of the event directors for that parkrun. We also have a Japanese language version of this video, which I will post a link to in the description, along with some other useful stuff. We appreciate your interest, first of all, in Hattori Ryokuchi parkrun, and hope you're able to join us. It's a great event. So this is the station that you're trying to get to on the big red north-south subway line in Osaka. We'll show you in a moment as I start to roll the video where this sits on the subway map, and then we'll walk you to the start line from the station. It takes about a little bit less than 15 minutes, but if you plan for 15 minutes, especially the first time you're doing it, that's about right. There's a 95% chance, roughly, that you'll have come north to get here if you've come from places like Shinosaka, Osaka, Umeda, Namba, Shinsaibashi, Tennoji, Kyobashi, any of those sort of places. You'll end up coming north and you'll end up stood exactly where I'm stood at this point in the video on this platform. If you've come, in the very rare occasions you've come south from places like Minokayano or Senrichuo, then you'll end up on the opposite platform. You should come down the stairs, turn right out of the ticket gates, go up the stairs, and you'll end up at the Lawsons that we'll show you in a minute. And then you follow the directions from there. Okay, so let's roll the tape. That shows you the kanji of the station. This shows you carriage 5, exit 4, and this just shows you where you'd want to get onto the train to be quickest to get off and get out here, especially if you're in a rush, and also where you should be looking to exit the platform. You'll notice as I come through here with my fancy Ikoka card that there's not just a short corridor, and there's not many steps then down to the station concourse. This next important bit, which is there's a Lawson's there. I'm just seeing the Lawson's, and this is the ticket machines, and I'll just show on the ticket machine where you're heading for. So that is this station, is Ryokuchikoen, and that's what you're looking for when you're looking at a tube map. Obviously, regardless of where you start, that's where you're looking for up on the top there. Once you've got to here, you're doing very nicely, because there's only really 2 exits out of this station, and only 1 Lawson's inside the station. So once you've gone past that Lawson's, you're going to carry on walking as I'm doing now. You'll exit by the west exit, which is surprisingly enough to the west of the station. You'll come past this McDonald's, which is the only McDonald's inside the station, and then we'll exit the station. So this is the exit to the station. There are only 2 exits to the station. So if you've come out of the way I've come out here, and you've gone past the Lawson's and past the McDonald's, you have come out the correct way. If you've come out a different way and it doesn't look like this, then you've come out the other side of the station, the east exit, and you need to go retrace your steps and come back here. This is a map of the park, which is weird because we're not in the park yet, but anyway, we're kind of close to it, I suppose. And this where I'm standing now is the start of what's called the Green Road, which is just a little pathway really that links the station to the start of the park. So the first thing to do is you've got to walk down here. This sign coming up on the right here, a picture of an exciting looking horse, is a sign for the Equestrian Centre, which is also inside the park, and that's just a good time to do a nod to the fact that there's lots of exciting things to do in the park, and it's a great place to come and spend the day after you've had your parkrun if you've got a chance. There's also like an old style museum of old style Japanese houses, which you can, I think, pay a little bit of money to go into, and there's also a water park as part of on one corner of Hattori Park. So if you want to and you've got time, then it's a great place to come and spend the day as well as do a parkrun. You'll notice here we've been joined by Rodney, the remote control car, who will be he's also excited to join in parkrun. I'm not sure remote control cars can enter parkrun, but Rodney would like to, and so he's going to escort us the rest of the way. As we get down to this is the bottom of the Green Road across this pedestrian footbridge, and to this pedestrian crossing. About here, you can see ahead of you the sort of statue, a sort of rainbow-style statue, and what I always think of as the Twiglet up on the top there. And this square is the only bit which can get a little bit tricky. This is the bit where you should switch on for about 2 minutes, pay attention, and the rest of it should be plain sailing from here. From the station, you should be here in about 5 minutes, as we are on this video, and it's about 10 minutes or a little bit less from here to the start of the parkrun if you're walking. On the right hand side there you can just see one of our parkrun signs directing you across this square, and sure enough that's what we should do. So we should keep those statues on our left hand side, head down the steps and just head over to where you can see those steps in the distance going upwards. There's a pedestrian crossing just where that van's going across. There's a pedestrian crossing there, and that's where we'll end up in a couple of minutes. So we're going to be going down where that person is running, and just down that main path. Here's our second sign, the yellow one showing where to go, which is across this pedestrian crossing, obviously taking care to look out for traffic. Don't go up those steps, don't go up that big slope that's sort of straight ahead of you. Instead sort of turn right or bear right, and head down this big path straight ahead of you. You'll have a pond, you see the water on the right hand side straight away, and that's how you know you can confirm you're on the right path. Just for interest, you're also now on the parkrun route, so very soon you'll be, if you're participating, you'll be walking or running along here as well, so extra excitement. From here we just follow this main path. There's a few turnings off it, left and right, but they're all smaller than the main path. You stay on the main path, you'll see that it turns to the right, then the left, goes up a hill, and then at the top of the hill is essentially where the parkrun begins. And from here it's about maybe 7 minutes walk. See you at the top. Getting close to the top of the hill here, you'll notice there's turnings again on the left, on the right. We don't go down any of those turnings, and I think Rodney gets excited in a moment and goes off down that one on the right hand side. There he goes. But you don't need to do that. You need to carry on straight on the main path, and you are getting very close to the start finish here. Okay, so we're getting towards the top of the hill. We'll turn left in a moment, and then you'll see the covered area to our left hand side, and that is where everybody gathers before the park run, and roughly where that guy is now, I think it's a person anyway, it's a gentleman, is where the park run starts and finishes. So that covered area just coming into the left hand side, into view on the left hand side, is where we will gather. Be aware that there'll be somebody there usually from about 7:30. The event starts at 8 o'clock, so if you're there before 7:30, there's a chance you'll be the first person, so don't panic. Somebody will be there. And then also just down that path where Rodney was getting excited and wandering off, there is maybe 150 meters down there. There is a Lawson's, a different Lawson's from the one in the station, of course, and there's a big car park there. And if you're in a rush or business is good and you've decided to get a taxi, then that's an excellent place for the taxi to drop you off, because it's maybe only 150 meters walk to the start line, and that's the best road access and the best parking for the park run. We'll post, as I said at the start, we'll post a link to that Lawson's and a few other useful bits and pieces, including this video with a Japanese language audio description with this video. Hope it's useful. Really appreciate your interest in our park run, and hope you're able to come and join us for a wonderful park run event very soon. Thanks.